What's up, gearheads and action junkies? Today, we're diving into one of the most adrenaline-pumping street racing flicks of all time, to Fast to Furious, the 2003 classic that redefined high-speed action. Buckle up, because we're about to break down this movie's iconic scenes, characters, and all the nose-powered moments you love. We start with our lead, BrianOConner, played by the late and beloved Paul Walker. After the events of the first Fast and Furious, Brian's left the LAPD and now finds himself in Miami trying to make a living as an illegal street racer. The city's hot, the cars are even hotter, and Brian's got something to prove. Miami's got a style all its own, palm trees, and pure horsepower. The opening race sets the tone for the entire movie. We're talking souped-up imports, high-stakes betting, and of course, that classic Brian charm. Brian comes out on top, but it's not long before the authorities catch up with him. Enter US Customs and FBI, who make Brian an offer he can't refuse: help them bring down a notorious drug lord, Carter Veron, in exchange for wiping his criminal record clean. Of course, Brian's not going at it alone. He recruits his childhood friend, Roman Pearce, played by Tyrese Gibson. Roman's got a grudge against Brian for the whole law enforcement thing, but nothing bonds two guys like fast cars and a common enemy. Plus, Roman brings the humor, and the banter between these two makes for some of the best moments in the movie. Roman's sarcasm and Brian's cool demeanor make them the ultimate buddy cop duo, except without the badges. Well, mostly. And let's not forget Monica Fuentes, played by Eva Mendes. She's deep undercover, working for Veron, and plays a crucial role in helping Brian and Roman navigate the dangerous waters of Miami's criminal underworld. Speaking of dangerous, Carter Veron is one smooth yet ruthless villain. He's the kind of guy who will wine and dine you one minute and threaten you the next. He's got power, money, and a serious mean streak, making him a formidable opponent for our heroes. The action into Fast to Furious doesn't hold back. There are heart-pounding chase scenes, precision driving, and a few insane stunts that will have you on the edge of your seat. Remember that insane scene with the muscle cars evading the cops, leading them into a warehouse only to pull off the ultimate getaway with dozens of decoy cars? Pure genius. By the time the movie hits its climax, we've got Brian and Roman racing against time, Veron's henchmen, and their own past mistakes. And let's not forget the scene where Brian launches his car onto a moving boat. Yeah, it's over the top, but that's what makes this movie so much fun. Former cop BrianOConner is called upon to bust a dangerous criminal, and he recruits the help of a former childhood friend and street racer who has a chance to redeem himself. The ex-LAPD cop BrianOConner, Paul Walker, teams up with his ex-con friend Roman Pearce, Tyrese Gibson, and works with undercover U.S. Customs Service agent Monica Fuentes, Eva Mendes, to bring Miami-based drug lord Carter Veron down. Florida street racer Tej Ludacris is looking for a driver and calls BrianOConner, Paul Walker, to a race. Brian is an ex-cop who has the hottest car now. He races against Suki Devon Aoki, Orange Julius Amorino Lasco, and Slapjack Michael Ealy, and wins. The police arrive and give chase, capturing Brian. Agent Markham James Ramar and Agent Bilkins Tom Berry brief Brian and ask him to infiltrate a criminal's gang. They try to team him with Agent Dunn Edward Finley, but he's not very smart. Brian suggests bringing in an old friend by the name of Roman Pearce, Tyrese Gibson, instead. After a brief argument, Roman agrees, and they are briefed by Monica Fuentes, Eva Mendes. They are given new cars and meet with the criminal Carter Veron's henchmen, and Monica introduces them to Carter Cole Hauser. Carter sends them on a race to get a package and checks their records. Carter hires them to drive to the Florida Keys for a drug deal. Brian and Roman bring their cars to Tej to check out. The cars are wired with tracking devices, so Brian and Roman race a pair of other drivers for pink slips. Both Brian and Roman have eyes for Monica, but Carter warns them away from her. Carter brings in a known detective, Whitworth Mark Boone Jr. and tortures him to get a window for his team to make a smuggling run, then threatens Monica with similar treatment. The next day, Monica tells Brian that Carter intends to kill them. Carter continues his cheesy villain antics, telling Brian that his henchmen, Roberto Sanchez and Enrique Mogolini, will be riding with them. Brian and Roman make plans with Tej and Suki for an escape. Brian and Roman meet with Roberto and Enrique to get the cash for the drug deal, and Detective Whitworth directs the police to bust them. They outdrive the cops while Agent Markham stakes out Carter's plane, waiting for the deal to complete. Brian and Roman drive into a warehouse while the cops look on stupidly. Tej gang bursts out of the warehouse in trucks, smashing cop cars, while a bunch of street racers emerge as a distraction. The cops follow the cars with tracking devices, but Brian and Roman are driving the cars they won in an earlier race. Roman uses a goofy ejector seat to get rid of Roberto, but Enrique changes the meet point. The cops try to take down Carter's jet, but it's a decoy too. Carter realizes Monica is an informant, and orders Enrique to kill Brian. Roman comes to Brian's rescue and they chase after Carter, who has boarded a boat. They race after him and jump the car onto the boat. Monica arrests Carter. Agent Markham clears their records and Monica eyes Brian. As Brian and Roman leave, they show each other the cash they've skimmed from the drug deal and laugh. Too Fast to Furious might not have been diesel or the family-focused themes that later movies in the franchise emphasize, but it's got its own unique charm. It's about fast cars, good vibes, and second chances. Brian and Roman's chemistry carries the movie, and the Miami backdrop adds a whole new flavor to the Fast and Furious universe. So, what do you think? Did Too Fast to Furious rev your engine as much as the original? Let me know in the comments which was your favorite scene and which car you'd love to take for a spin. And don't forget, if you ain't out of control, you ain't in control. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more high-octane movie recaps and reviews. Stay fast, stay furious.